Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whale family. My name is Heather Hertz, and I'm here with another episode of Artist Fireside Chat with the amazing illustrator Diela Maharani. Thank you for being with us.
Hi, Heather. Hello, everyone.
Hi. I think we have a little bit of a delay because I'm in New York and Diela is in Jakarta, right?
Yeah, right.
Yes. So we have a little bit of a delay,
Sorry,
but that's
everyone.
okay. Totally cool. We really appreciate you being here. And for those who have not seen Diela's work, she has had some really big clients like Sephora, Apple, Instagram. I'm probably forgetting some, but I love her work. I've seen it around, and I'm very honored to have her here today. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Heather. I'm honored to be here.
So I guess my start from the beginning is how did you first hear about the crypto art space, and when did you finally get into it?
So while I was, I first know about the NFT is from Clubhouse. So when I get the apps, and then I started research and hearing about this NFT, and I'm curious about it. And I after for some times around March, I guess, and then I applied to one of the platform that non-origin. So when I get accepted to their platform, and then I start minting there. It's around May 1st,
Oh,
I
nice.
guess.
Oh, wow. So not very long ago. Well,
Not very long ago,
3 months is a long time.
Yeah, but it's
For
like
3 months, it's a long time for crypto art. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a very long time ago.
So no, wow. It feels like a long time. Yeah. Time just flies in the crypto art world. It's like
Yes.
it feels like a whole year went by in those 3 months to me.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, this is such a beautiful piece, Dreamscapes, which I know I was reading the description for this piece, and it's a very heavy subject. This is about yeah, and I really was interested in what you said too. In one of the descriptions, you said that I usually never the keys to my drawings. I like people who saw my works to have their own freedom to seek what they want to seek from my illustrations. I like to think it should be allowed to stand alone. Yeah, it's like I'm saying I've done my part and now it's your turn to be creative.
Yeah.
I never thought about it that way as an artist, that you're allowing the viewer to be creative by not telling them what it means before they look at it.
Yeah, I like to not.
Yeah, I
to
never thought about that.
So I like people who saw my work, and I like to give them freedom to interpret whatever they have in mind. So sometimes they ask me what is the meaning of your works. Sometimes it's too personal, I cannot share. Sometimes it's just emotion, and I cannot describe the emotion I had when I was drawing it. So I like them to have their own interpretation about the work.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like sometimes I don't know why I drew something or created something.
Yeah.
It just came out, and there's nothing I can explain, but the image is just what came out. I don't know. Yeah, and it describes it better than I could express it with words, even if I did know what it meant,
Maybe because we are
Yeah,
very
definitely.
visual, that's we're not I'm not very good at explaining things so with words, so I just draw.
I hear that. I mean, when you think about it, human beings, we started off with no language. We just made sounds that weren't written language or anything. So I think art and music, I think, are the true way of expressing ourselves. It works better than words to me, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah,
Um,
that's
no, actually, I see a question from one of our members. Taufan99 asks, since you are self-taught, how did your early process compare to other artists at your age? That's a good question.
so I started drawing. Actually, I draw since kid like everyone else, but I start drawing professionally. But I started like I was I was working as an accountant before. so so yeah.
Wow.
So when I was 24, 23, so I work as an accountant, and when I get home, I used to draw because I get bored at work, and so just with markers and paper. I haven't got any, like pen tablet or know how to use Photoshop. So I only scan my drawing and then post it on. There's a gallery, like deviantart.com, if you know. It's from a long time ago. So I posted my works
Yeah, I
there, and
remember that
then
site.
yeah, and then yeah, from there I get very serious in drawing, and then I started focusing on my and honing on my craft, and then like so I jumped in, so I quit my job, my daily job, and then I applied to, like retail company to do draw for their merchandise, and then I became
Oh,
illustrator.
cool. So you were about 26, 27 years old when you changed from
Yeah,
accounting to
yeah,
graphic art.
26.
Wow.
And now I'm like,
And
it's like, and now I'm 30 something.
that's great. And how was that change? Because it's such a big difference from accounting to art. Um, like, you didn't need to have a degree. They just wanted to see that you had a good portfolio, and you got the job.
Yeah, they made me to do some tasks like so I do they have this like brief, and then I try to draw it, and then
Oh.
I made it, and yeah, they look at my portfolio. They didn't see my you know
They
it's okay,
didn't. It
they
doesn't
just
matter.
they just saw my
Yeah. No,
portfolio and
it
got
doesn't matter.
excited.
Yeah, I think that's what artists like. We artists need to have the confidence that you don't have to go to school to be a professional artist. Um, all that matters is that you have the portfolio. You can give yourself fake projects to do if you currently don't work in that job. Just like Delia said that they gave her a project brief and she did it, and that's why she got hired. So you can give yourself a little project brief and build a
Yeah,
portfolio. You don't have to go to school. Um, and
but
I'm sure
the
when they
school is
saw your
probably
work, they
better.
were like, "Oh my god!" But they must have been so happy to have you on their team because your work is incredible. It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
So we actually have a. I think this is a pretty relevant question from Maria Verde. She asks, how did you get the opportunity to work with recognizable brands like Apple and Sephora? So how did that end up happening?
Yeah, so I used to draw daily. I I posted my drawing on social media. I use social media to show my works because I don't come from art background, so I
Yeah.
rarely get into exhibition and everything. So I just use social media for showcasing my works. So uh, I think my social media presence is that's where I get to be known for my works, and I've been doing it like 10 years, and I kept on drawing
Wow.
every day, and yeah, and sharing my works. And at some point, they get to see my drawings and maybe curious about who is this artist, and they contact me through my email, and yes, so I get the project.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. So those opportunities came through you simply putting yourself out there on social media consistently. You showed up every single day, which is such a huge commitment, and it goes to show when you give yourself to something every day, something will happen, something big will happen. And
Yeah.
so that's amazing that they contacted you. Um, yeah, because I remember seeing your work on the totes and stuff a couple years ago. I was like, oh my god, here she is. Like, um, the world is just so small.
Yeah,
um,
actually.
so yeah, it really is. Actually, related to that question, who was your favorite client to work with, and why?
My favorite is Instagram because I use the platform a lot,
Oh yeah.
and then and
Hmm.
then when they offer me to do this campaign with six other artists around the world, so yeah, it's like an honor. It's like a very honor for me, and it's like, yeah, I made it. This is the apps that I use a lot. So and at that time, Instagram is where artists put their work. So it's like very important work for me. Also, the campaign is very good. It's the hashtag
Yeah.
kindcomments.com. Hashtag kind comments. So yeah, and the
Oh,
purpose of the campaign is very good. It's about
you said it was
anti-bullying on
hashtag
social media.
kind comments.
Yeah, kind
Oh, I didn't
comments.
know about this. Let me see if it'll come up. That's a really cool campaign. I like that
Yeah,
they started this. I
because
haven't heard about this, but
it's the it's
there's none of
nice.
your art. I thought they would have it. Womp womp.
I think it's
All right,
yeah, it's
but
a
that's okay.
hashtag.
Hmm. Hashtag
Kind comment.
kind comments.
Yeah,
Did I spell it wrong?
it's
No.
launched in 2017, so it's very long time ago.
Oh, very old. Never mind. It's not gonna show yours. Yeah. Never mind.
So the
um.
campaign, it's
Oh
like
wow. I'm
a
just looking at this.
sticker on Instagram, where you can use it
Oh, that's
globally.
cool.
Usually, the sticker is only per country or per district, area, regional, but
Hmm.
it can be used worldwide.
Oh, that's so cool. So I can find it if I want to make a story and add a sticker
Yeah,
to it or something.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
but
that's so
the campaign
cool.
is over in 2020, I guess. It's already gone.
Hmm. Oh, that stinks. I'm like, I want to use the sticker. Um, that's so funny. Hold on, we have another question from the group. I have some questions too, but I feel like this is a little bit related. Um, Domino asks, being a self-taught artist, do you ever have a sense of imposter syndrome when you're in the company of like formally trained artists or gallery artists, maybe? Or no?
Yes, definitely. Like I feel like sometimes I have my ups and downs as being an illustrator. So, but you just have to move forward and like yeah, definitely have those moments.
Yeah. Do you I hear you too. Do you have any like practices or tips or anything, like what do you do to get yourself out of um that funk if you're feeling bad about yourself?
uh I usually this is like you work for you your work is drawing, but how to get the stress relief is also with drawing. That is so stupid, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I that's what I do. So I used to draw to express my all my, you know, like sadness, anger or everything. So I just pour it on my drawing, and it's also become my like a practice for me because you know to uh yeah, that's what I do actually. Sorry
Yeah,
if I didn't answer
that's
your question.
it's no, I think it's a really good answer, and I think a lot of artists, well, for me personally, it's interesting because sometimes you want to break from your work, but um, what you used to do for a break before your art became your job is you would make art. So
Yeah,
it's really weird,
yeah,
like, and it's very hard to separate like work from play too. If it's something you do for play, like how do you make sure it doesn't become like work?
yeah.
you know
And sometimes I try another mediums like I still making art, but maybe try another medium and you know just play with it.
yeah, you have to. I definitely think using a medium that's new really helps get me out of my head and I don't think too much. That's that helps me a lot. If I try to do something that I know how to do, then I will be like, oh, this is stupid, I'm not good enough, why can't I make this look right? Like, I can't just enjoy it. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's a good trick. Artists play with new mediums when you want to play, but you don't want to make it work. Just play with
yeah.
something new. Ooh, this is a very good question from Ref. They ask, what would you say has been your hardest plateau in your growth, and how did you reach past it?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
I think they're asking, like, what has been the most difficult moment in your growth as an artist,
Mm,
and like, how did you get past that challenge?
I think my difficult challenge as an artist is how to put yourself out there, because basically I'm an introvert and not really, you know, good uh, at you know sharing my stories and telling what my work is, and but being behind the screen, not like
Yeah,
not directly I mean like not directly meet other people. It's kind of helped me
yeah,
to communicate. And my difficulty is probably when I got projects and procrastinate on the project
I hear
to
that.
find ideas to do it. And you know, really, but now as an illustrator, I found the the tricks to do my work. So I really have to do the my own schedule and everything to meet the timeline and to meet the brief and everything. But it's really help it really help you when you practice a lot for illustrator. So when you meet the brief and everything, you already know what to do with it, and so you just do the illustration. I think practice help a lot, for me, how to overcome it. I practice with it.
Yeah, I definitely think practicing, just being constantly in action as an artist is really helpful for your confidence and the momentum too, or else you start to get stuck.
And maybe
I hear that
really
too.
And not really care about what people say about your art. And sometimes social media can be very frustrating, and see other artists works better than you and everything. But just focus on yourself and on your own growth as an artist. Just don't compare yourself.
Yeah, definitely. Don't compare yourself is it's the hardest thing, I think, as an artist. You can tell yourself not to do it, but your brain just does it automatically. Your brain does it.
Competition is good sometimes, but it also can ruin your confidence, ruin your your emotion and everything. So I just have to pass it, so I can really comfortable with my works and everything. I don't have to be perfect in my works every time. I sometimes sucks at drawing, and sometimes my works is good, sometimes it sucks. Yeah, that's part of creating and being an artist, I guess.
Well, I don't. There is nothing that I've seen on your whatever you put online. None of that sucks. But I know, as an artist, you know what your best is. So, you keep putting stuff out there despite that, and I think that's really admirable. And that's the job of an artist, is to work through thinking you're not good enough and still sharing it. And the funny thing is, there's always somebody out there who appreciates what you've done and feels inspired by it. And that's what matters. And that's why it's important to just ignore the negative voice and keep pushing, keep going out there, because you never know what's going to happen. And it's better to fail at doing something you really enjoy doing than something you don't really want to do. Actually, can you tell us a little bit about what I have here on Instagram? You did the store design in Uniqlo. What was that project like? That looks so cool.
This project this year, actually. I was asked to make a mural for the new store in Jakarta with two other artists from Jakarta, but the mural is not it's temporary, so it's only for the opening launch of the store. So
for the opening.
Yeah, and the project is
really cool.
about drawing on this shape. The shape is a map of Jakarta, so we draw based on the map shape. Yeah, so I just doodle.
It's super cool
on the map.
Yeah.
And there's for the launching, I draw live for on tote bags for the buyer, for the consumer who shop in the store.
Oh my gosh, That's so cool. That look was so fun.
But it was on.
I love Uniqlo.
Yeah, me too.
I'm actually wearing a Uniqlo tank top right now.
It's very comfortable.
Yeah,
And it's
good quality.
it's on it's it's going on pandemic, when it's still pandemic and we're still on lockdown, and it's kind of terrified me actually to open my mask and to interact with a lot of
Oh
people
yeah.
there. So that's the scary
Oh, I
part
see.
from doing this project. That's the only scary. But
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I didn't realize you didn't
fortunately,
have your mask on there. That is
yeah,
scary.
because
Yeah, but you're okay.
that's because yeah, fortunately okay, but that's because only when we shoot for the video content. But
You took it off.
when I always
Okay.
use the mask.
Yeah, it's a little scary. Um, I'm still not used to being around people, even with a mask on. I'm a little nervous right now, but it is good to see that we're starting to have some art events again, slowly but surely. Because I miss getting to be around community and all that good stuff, you know. Hold on, let me make sure. Our chat has a lot going on, so I want to make sure I didn't miss any questions for you. We do have a lot of people saying that somebody said that your feed on Instagram is amazing.
Thank you.
That all the work is beautiful. Yeah. So I was curious, do you actually own, do you collect any NFTs yourself? Are there any artists that that you are looking at in the crypto art space?
Yes, actually, I'm very overwhelmed with how many talented artists on NFT space. So yeah, currently I'm just collecting from Hiketnung and on Ethereum blockchains. So yeah, there's a lot of artists, and I look up to so many artists like Dalek and Hakim. I also look up to him. Yesterday you interviewed him.
Oh yeah.
I saw the
Yes. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So and
Yeah, I don't know. There's some. I was gonna say there's something in the water in Indonesia because all of the artists that I've seen on Twitter from there are incredible.
yeah, finally they got. Yeah, we're invading the NFT space because
Yes.
in Indonesia, it's kind of hard to sell digital works, and mostly digital artists finally get this time we get chance to be valued our works as a digital artist. So yeah, it's very great opportunity for us artists, especially in this pandemic.
Yeah, I think in a weird way, the pandemic kind of helped digital artists because everybody was stuck at home, and now art and music has been what helps people feel good and it helps people feel connected during lockdowns and stuff. So I think in a weird way it helped some artists. It probably hurt a lot of artists, but I think it helped especially artists that were already in the crypto art space. It was a good thing in a weird way, but I hope that I hope it's still. I don't hope. I know that it's still going to grow. This space is still going to grow for digital artists because I think there's such the community is so strong with artists in this space that artists actually help each other. They help promote each other's work, even if their art is somewhat similar to their art, which is so different than traditional art world. Like, I don't think that artists were as collaborative in that world, unless they were friends to begin with. Some people have art collectives and stuff, but there's something that feels different about this
the
whole
NFT.
world in NFT art for sure.
I make a lot
So
of new
it's
friends
positive.
on Twitter because of the NFT.
Yeah, Twitter is like the only playground it seems like
Yeah.
for NFT artists. I have a friend who is a traditional artist, and she's just learning about crypto art. And she asked me, she said, "Is Twitter the only place where everybody goes about crypto art?" And I said, "Yeah, I
Yes.
think so." I was like, "They're not on Instagram, they're not on Facebook. It's literally Discord and Twitter are the only places you'll find these people, and maybe Reddit, I guess." But I don't really hang out on Reddit.
Yeah, me
But yeah,
too.
everything is on Twitter in our world. Mm. So, well, I have a question from our group. Achitanga is asking, do you feel there is still space for new artists to reach their dream by coming into the metaverse? How do you feel the new age of crypto will change the economy? That's a very loaded question.
Yeah. I think even I, as an illustrator, already have like 10 or 12 years of experience, but in this NFT space, it felt like everything is new. I felt like I start from beginning again. So you just put your work out there and get to know other artists or collectors and just be friend with them and keep making work and post your works. And I know some artists say like it's very hard to sell works in the NFT. I know some like that, but you will eventually you just it probably took a little time, but you will definitely get the right collector will come to your work if you really like working on your piece and then showing your works and then be in the community and just be genuinely active there. And what's the second question? I forget.
They were saying, how do you think it will change? How do you think this crypto art world space will change the economy? Yeah.
I don't know
I don't know.
for the the to, the all over about the economy things, but at
Mhm.
least it will help you to how to sell your digital works, because sometimes it's really hard to sell your piece that with came without brief and everything. So it's just your personal works and everything.
Yeah.
This is a
Yeah.
very great opportunity for you to uh, to just show your true self as an artist, as an illustrator. Just make your works and do something that without brief on it. So it's an opportunity. Just say like this is for you to authenticate your works, because on blockchain you can sort of like you get you can authenticate your works there. So at first I was thinking that it's best way for me to get this authenticate about for my work. So I don't really think about selling it, but fortunately my works get sold and it's really helped me to economically. And I think for other artists it's really good
Yeah.
chance too.
Yeah.
Maybe I
Yeah.
see it that
I do.
way.
I agree. I don't. No. I think that economically, on a personal level, it's helped a lot of different artists. And there are some out there that are still, struggling to find their way in this space. But I think like you said, the most important thing is actually making those connections with other artists, like a real connection with them, that you genuinely like this other artist and you want to be their friends, and they want to be your friend too. It all just things just kind of come together when you have a community of people around you. You don't even need that many other people, you know. It's just having the moral support, you know, while you're in this space too. It'll help keep you going, because it can take some time for people to see you. There's just on Twitter, there's so many artists. If you do hashtag crypto art, I mean, so just keep putting yourself out there every day and make friends. It's not hard. There's a lot of really nice artists out there that are happy to share what they know. Like you're very, like, right away said you'd be happy to come talk to us, and we really appreciate that. I have another question. Poitria asks, do you have any plans to do a collaboration with any other artists in the near future?
Yes, I actually have 3 collaboration ongoing right now. Some with my Indonesian artists, and another one with artists that I just knew from Twitter. But it's still on progress. Okay. Yes, there will be a
in progress
collaboration. Yeah.
Okay, so you can't announce anything yet. It's still too new.
Still too new. I'm still working on it.
Okay, so you're going to have to follow Diela on Instagram, or I mean not on Instagram, on Twitter, because Twitter is where the updates are going to be, not Instagram. But you should follow her Instagram anyway, because it's an amazing feed. But yeah, so you can keep up with. She said you have 3 collaborations coming up soon, so that's really exciting. And they're all with other Indonesian artists?
There are 2 with other Indonesian artists and 1 from other countries.
Wow, that's so cool.
Thanks.
It's so cool just to be collaborating with people everywhere. Still in progress, though. That's interesting. Taufan99 is asking. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Don't want to miss this question. No. Would you like to work for a GameFi project if given the opportunity? A GameFi project. I don't know who that is. But I guess maybe just in general, if you had the opportunity, would you work on a game project?
A game project? Sure, I would love. I've never been in making a game project.
Games. I can absolutely see your characters in a game, and it would be beautiful. I would love to see that. I love these rugs that you made. Did you hand make all of these, by the way?
Yeah, I hand tufted the rugs.
Oh my gosh. They're amazing. Do you still make them or no?
Yes, I still make them, but unfortunately, when I get like last month, I get this. My hands cannot hold too long with the hand tough gun because it's kind of heavy.
Hard, right?
Yeah, it's kind of heavy, and so I have to take a break for a while because I don't want to force my hand.
You need your hand to work.
Yeah.
You need your hand to work for everything else that you do.
Yeah, because it's kind of heavy to hold the tufting gun.
Oh, wow, I've never seen anyone do rug tufting before. But I imagine it's really hard. Like needle point is really difficult. But I think the result is really beautiful. And the colors are amazing. Yeah. Oh my God, I want one.
I tried to make them this year, early 2020. And 2020. So I quietly new on this crafting stuff, but
Mhm.
I tried because the pandemic hits and then we have this lockdown, so I just need something new to keep me sane.
Yeah, yeah. That was so. It's like we said before. Like you needed a new thing to play with
Yeah.
to clear your mind. I hear that. Um, oh yeah, Achitenga was agreeing with us earlier. He said the good thing about social networks and the internet is that it is really democratic. If your work is good, it will stand out. So yeah, I think that's true. Um, when you show up every day, it's someone the right people are going to see. You know,
Yeah,
they're going to see you and they're going to ask you questions and ask how they can work with you and for you. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah. um, oh, I also wanted to ask you, who are some of your creative inspirations, like artists that you look up to? Because when I look at your work, it reminds me a little bit of Heinz Edelman. And for those who
Yeah,
don't know, he's the person who illustrated the Yellow Submarine by the
yeah,
Beatles. For those who don't know, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I really like his works, and uh, especially on the Yellow Submarine. It's kind of
Hmm.
blew my mind, and when I was younger, so
Hmm.
it really inspired me. Also, the in 80s 70s era really inspired my art.
Hmm.
Maybe
Like,
because the music I like, and then I like
yeah,
the
totally.
girls on that era.
Oh, what kind of music do you like?
I like uh, rock and
Me too.
alternative.
Nice. Yeah. I like all kinds of music. I love rock too.
Yeah, all kind of
Yeah.
music actually.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I can't just pick one, but I love it all.
Yep.
Um, oh, now here's you on your bike. The, these are amazing. Oh, what's this you did on? I see that it says Mixcloud here. You did a album cover for somebody
Yeah,
here,
that's
or a
for
mixtape cover.
my friend's project. So I just help her as Asga. Her name is Asga to make the cover for her.
That's super cool. These are so dope. Um, So you've worked with a lot of super cool clients already, but is there anybody that you haven't worked with yet, or is there some kind of project that you would like to do that you haven't done yet?
Mm, I haven't met any Google Day. I'm curious about making one.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
I
You would
think
do
it's
a
some kind of
super cool one.
some kind of achievement to make a Google Day.
Yes, absolutely is a badge of honor to be a Google Doodle artist,
Yeah,
and
Google do that.
I know you can do that for sure. Hey, if anybody in the chat or watching on the replay works for Google, get at Diela. She's amazing. She absolutely deserves to have a Google Doodle. Um, after all she's done 13 years and all the clients she's had, 100% she should be a Google artist. So get at her.
Hire
um,
me.
yes, pay her lots of money. Ooh. Um, do you? Oh, actually, I have two more questions. So you're on pretty much a lot of the main platforms like Known Origin and Hen and Foundation. But do you have a recommendation for like new artists? Do you think anyone is better than the other? Or even a recommendation for intermediate artists, like such as yourself, like an artist that's already kind of established, but they're new to crypto art.
uh, I think you could place your work at hackathon for practice and to get to know what crypto art is with, because the fee is not that expensive, so you could try it. But if you want to try on foundation, it's also good, but kind of frustrating if you don't have bid. So I think and on OpenSea is also good for starting, because there's no gas fee for minting, only on the first time you mint, and the next is free. Yeah, but you have to do your own research about the platform, because everyone experience is very different, and each platform,
Very true.
it may not work for you, but may work for others. So really have to do it and try it yourself, because the experience is very different with each artist.
Sorry, I'm muted. Yeah, 100%. I always just like to ask our artists that are on different platforms if they have a preference. But I think like it's probably just a good thing to be on as many platforms as you can, just because they all have different audiences, and especially if you're just starting out, you don't really know where you're going to find your people yet. So it's good to kind of cast a wide net. Yeah. But definitely, if you're starting out, the least expensive option is always good for the most part. usually, just because it gets very expensive minting lots of pieces of art. So yeah,
you just have to create your own piece, and but there are platform like Non-Origin is also curated place. So if you want to be more I don't know, in the curation, maybe you can apply there.
Yeah. I think they have a long list, but but you got to shoot your shot as an artist and see what happens. Just apply and then forget that you sent the application and go do something else, and maybe they'll call you. Maybe they won't. But don't worry about it. It doesn't mean anything if they didn't get back to you. They just have thousands of applicants. And I know that it's taking them a long time to get through it, because there's a lot of people, and they want to make sure that they are getting the best artists too. If it's curated, can't just have everybody there. So, and I think they've done a pretty great job of curating. I think all the artists that are there definitely deserve to be there. So yeah. So we're already getting close to an hour already. I don't know how time is just flying, but do you have any upcoming drops or projects that we should know about, aside from the collaborations?
Yeah, that is one thing. I usually didn't plan my drops. I just, when I draw and then
Just do it.
Yeah, so I mentioned, I tweet, hey, I got something new. So some collectors are upset with me because, hey, you should have scheduled your.
Didn't tell me.
Sorry, I'm very impulsive. I'm a Libra,
I know. I'm a Libra too. That's exactly how it is. I can't plan things. I have to do it when I feel like it. It has to feel right.
Yeah.
And if you plan too early, it might not feel right in a couple of days or weeks. So, but I think it's good, because then, the person who sees your art was meant to find it when you put it there, like it was meant for them. It was the right time, because I think sometimes scheduling the drops can lead to, opportunistic people who don't really care about the art trying to do something and, you know, you really want it to be for somebody who cares about your art and who cares about you. And, you know, if they're going to sell your work, that it's because they, not just so they can make money, but, you know, so you can make money on the secondary sale too. And it means something, you know, you have a relationship with the seller versus someone who's just trying to flip it really quick, you know?
At first I was very shocked that someone just bought my work and already listed it, but I see it on positive thought, like, oh,
it is good.
it is good, but yeah, sometimes it's kind
but
of
it's like, don't you it's like, don't you want to hold it? Didn't you buy it because you like it? Like,
you like it, or why
yeah,
you so fast?
why? Wait, don't you, I think I saw that somebody put something for 10, did I see it? This one, yes, Daydreamers, they put it for 10 Ethereum. I said, wow.
Yeah, but this collector
I hope he
really
sells
support.
it. Yes, I hope they sell that for 10 Ethereum.
Yeah, because it's a collaboration project.
It's so cool. It's so cute.
Yeah, it's a collaboration with this Mexican artist. Her name is Lu. She made this. She's a 3D digital artist. So, yeah, it's very very nice to see my works have dimension on it.
yeah, I like how she reimagined it. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I think it works really well. Okay, well, so you have, so you don't have up, so your drops are not planned. So that's all the more reason to follow Diela on all the things. So you will see her drops as soon as they happen, because they're special each time, which I think is really cool. And stay tuned for her collaborations. And yeah, just thank you so much for being here with us today, and wishing you all a magical day or evening wherever you are. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you so much, Heather, and everyone in Well community. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.